Bitcoin is about to be having another gigantic breakout, and in this exact video I will talk about my weekend predictions because Bitcoin is right now creating a new CME gap, and I will be exactly talk about this next CME gap we're currently creating, the extremely low volatility on the market right now, and what it is telling us right now for the imminent short term for Bitcoin, and many more important stuff we need to discuss right now here. Volume remains to be dropping, and this is making up a very perfect next move for Bitcoin. So don't forget to snap up that like button on today's update video. Can we smash it back above 500 likes? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term for Bitcoin. And once looking at the imminent short term for Bitcoin, we can currently see we are creating a new CME gap. And currently the CME gap is trading above us somewhere around 29.5k. So we're expecting, if Bitcoin remains to be trading below 29.5k, probably over the course of the beginning of next week, we're going to start to see Bitcoin moving up towards that 29.5k level to fill up the CME gap, or potentially it's going to already move towards the upside over the course of the Sunday, and we're going to see Bitcoin hovering around that level near the end of today. What is very interesting is actually that Bitcoin over the course of this weekend has been so super boring. To be exact, for a period yesterday, for 4 hours and 21 minutes, Bitcoin ranged between $25. What is absolutely super low volatility for Bitcoin. And actually, if I'm seeing the volatility being so low for Bitcoin, I can only think the volume remains to be so low here. We're probably going to get a huge breakout anytime soon, and that is why I'm getting very excited for Bitcoin right now. Of course, looking at Bitcoin currently, we can clearly see the main resistance to be breaking is 29.6k, that very important level of previous support that right now is flipping into resistance, and I really do think we need to break above that level if we want to be reversing this trend. But while we are looking at Bitcoin, we can actually see that Bitcoin is creating a new consolidation phase, and of course, if we are going to be breaking out, I still think that 29.7 to 29.6k is going to be the most important level to be breaking above of. But currently you can clearly see Bitcoin is creating a new consolidation phase. Last time around we broke towards the downside. This time around maybe it's going to be different. So if we do break bullish, the price target is around 29.9k. If we do have a bearish breakdown, price target is going to be somewhere around 28.7k. So yes, I will be looking at this next breakout for Bitcoin to be happening anytime soon here, and to be exact, I will be expecting this breakout is going to be happening in the coming 24 hours ahead of ourselves. So expect that this breakout will be occurring anytime soon. Looking at a Bitcoin on the 4-hourly time frame, you can currently clearly see the Bitcoin price action is still consolidating in this falling wedge pattern. And if you've been following the channel for quite a while here, we've been very neutral on Bitcoin, and ever since it's right now creating a falling wedge pattern with dropping volumes, to be very clear, because while we are creating this pattern, we're seeing that the volume is significantly dropping, what is indicating a gigantic move is going to be imminent for Bitcoin. Because yes, always in periods where volume tends to be dropping and volume tends to be getting very low, you tend to see a very big breakout with high volume, just like you saw last time around here at the beginning of June. Volume was dropping significantly, and then bam, you saw that breakout with a lot of volume. So right now still volume remains to be low, and actually if you were looking at horizontals, you saw that Bitcoin broke below this very important horizontal support with low volume, what means that probably it was a fake out, or even we should be looking at this pattern right here. And on the 4-hourly time frame, you can clearly see it. Bitcoin so far is not breaking out of this falling wedge pattern yet so far. It could take us an approximately another 3 to 4 days here before we're going to be breaking out of this pattern. But one thing is for sure, we're probably going to be breaking out anytime soon. And once it does happen, the price target of this pattern is going to be all the way up here to the top side, somewhere around $32,000, what is going to be an approximately 8 to 9% move towards the upside. What is absolutely an incredible move. And to be very clear, falling wedges are typical bullish bias reversal patterns. So personally, I won't be surprised if we are going to be seeing this breakout happening towards the upside. So looking then at my trade, still remain to be longing on BYBIT. Of course, this trade is already open since $25,000, and right now you've still got 1 day and 15 hours to claim your free $1,000 Bitcoin or XRP long or short position. All you need to do here is go to the link in the description of today's video, deposit $100 within 7 days, and claim a free $1,000 Bitcoin long or short position. And of course, I've also currently got a trade open on BYBIT because I am expecting Bitcoin is going to be having a bounce. And of course, if we break below $29,000, I'm going to exit my positions, and then I will be opening up a new trade on $28,000 because $28,000 remains to be for me that very important level of support. Because zooming out on the Bitcoin chart, you can currently clearly see $28,000 is that upward sloping support line that you can clearly see right here, and also $28,000 is that very important horizontal level like you can see over here. So $28,000 is going to be a very important level for me to be looking at, but of course, once Bitcoin basically breaks above this trend line, we will probably start to see a significant move towards the upside happen. Then of course, looking at the bigger perspective for Bitcoin, if you're looking at the cup and handle pattern, I mean, so far the trend remains to be bullish, and I will only start to flip bearish on Bitcoin if we really see this trend getting flipped around. But currently we're still creating higher lows together with higher highs, and that remains to be an uptrend for the moment. And of course, what we really want to be seeing here is a break above that red line here, because if we break above that red line, we will be confirming a gigantic move towards the upside. Bitcoin is right now creating another move here. It's getting ready for a next move here. Bitcoin is just consolidating around the $29,000 range, and yeah, as soon as we do break above the resistance, we could start to see Bitcoin go exponential. And the reason why I'm saying Bitcoin could go exponential anytime soon here is because once you're looking at Bitcoin right now here, and I'm going to start zooming out so you guys can see it as well here, you can clearly see here Bitcoin, its weekly volatility is currently at a low not seen since 2016. And you can see clearly on the chart as well here how boring this stage in the market was right here. You can clearly see Bitcoin almost moved nothing, and of course on the bullish bands Bitcoin also didn't move at all. And here as well, Bitcoin almost moving nothing. And what happened after this time in 2016? We saw an exponential rally, and we also saw exponential volatility hit the markets. And since the volatility is right now at its lowest point of 2016, yeah, you could maybe argue, okay, Bitcoin is becoming boring, but usually this is a signal that there is going to be a big move in the future anytime soon. So get ready for that. That was it for me on today's update video. There's not a lot of new stuff to talk about here because yes, Bitcoin remains to be trading in this very boring trend. You should be looking at the CME gap at the current moment. You should be paying attention towards the extreme low volatility because yes, volatility has not been so low in literally over 7 years now. So that is absolutely crazy. Take this in account, take this in your advantage, because once volatility is low, just like I told you, a big move is going to be hitting the markets anytime soon. So get ready for the next move, guys. That was it for me on today's update video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.